What up, what up, what up, my people? This is Missing Conversation where the conversation is missing. I am True Poet. We live and direct. Good night to all my people out there. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you had a great week. Salute to all my guys out there, to all my women out there that's living righteous and living life with a purpose. Salute to all of you on this great night. Thank the Almighty, highest power God for the many blessings that He has given all of us. Hey, so I want to just dive into what I've learned the last few days and throughout my life. Sometimes you just gotta accept things and people for what they are and who they are, and things for what they are. I think most times people, including myself, we hold on to things, we hold on to people that's not good for us. So the best thing for you to do is to accept things and move on. You know, sometimes you just got to be strong out here with many different things. Strength comes from within you. So you just gotta, to all my people going through it, you just gotta just fight and learn how to accept things. You can't force things into place. You can't force people to love you. You can't force people to care about you. You can't force people to care about your situation. Just accept it for what it is and stand in your purpose and do what you need to do. And for me, I truly live by this motto, and at times you get caught up in certain things because you don't expect certain people to do certain things to you. Especially when it comes directly from someone really close to you. So, you know, my message with that is just you gotta live your life and move on, you know, and lean on God, pray about it, strengthen your mental strength is important because without it, you'll be lost and weary out here. So to anyone, I say this almost any video, if you got things going on, you feel like you're alone, you by yourself, reach out to me, man. I'm new to the platform. I just started really going hard with many different things. I started up my clothing website, did my own designs, designed the website, my art gallery website as well. All of this stuff, man, being an entrepreneur is a lot of work, a lot of time, very time consuming, very frustrating. But it's excuse me. But it will be well worth it when, everything takes course, to which, I lean on God for whatever I do. So if it's God will, it will be God's way. And I'm very thankful and humble for everything I have. Things aren't where they should be and where I want them to be, but I'm thankful. And one thing that life has taught me with going through different things is to be humble and learn that everything is not going to go the way you planned it or the way you think it's going to be. Because there's other entities out here, there's people that you think that might love you, man. Maybe they might be jealous of you, envious, and spreading words, and you can perceive that these people are really with you when they're not. all of this stuff is really a part of life. It's really a part of life, and a lot of times you just gotta accept it, and it's a tough pill to swallow. And for the most part, for me, man, I usually move alone, and I really keep things to myself. I lean on God. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the couple of people that's really in my corner, and one of them being my mother. My mother has never left my side. Been the most loyal person in the world to me throughout my journey of life. I've been loyal to her as well. She's been really loyal, and I lost my grandparents. They were really loyal. They were special, man. And I miss all of them. I miss my father as well. My father died 2012, and these are things that you got to accept. But I don't think you really truly get over losing people that you love, and losing your parents or your children or your grandparents, especially when you have great relationships. I know everyone doesn't have these type of relationships. Was fortunate to have great relationships with my grandparents, not so much with my father, but I'm thankful for him, and I will never badmouth my father because he played a part in me being here. I would never badmouth my mother. I would never badmouth my children's mother as well, or nor will I ever badmouth my children. These are important figures to your life, no matter what type of relationship you might have. You know, Sometimes you get along with people, sometimes you and people don't see the eye to eye, and people don't accept you for what and who you are. And that's fine. But the thing about it is learning how to accept things, learning how to deal with things, learning how to process things. It's really it's really beneficial once you get to the point to where you don't hold on to things. You learn how to forgive, you learn how to accept, you learn how to not get so angry when people change, or people's true colors come out, or situations don't happen the way you perceived it to happen. Um, this is life, and I know for me, I'm really, I think for me now going forward, I'm even gonna be more humble. I was already humble before. I'm not really a boastful guy, or a show off, or thinking I'm better than anyone else. Man, I'm a realist, and I go through things just as much as the next person, and I'm going through things right now, but really I just gotta push, and I pray, and I speak to God every night, every morning, the middle of the day. I pray over my food. I talk, and I lean on God for guidance and protection. Not knocking for whoever don't want to believe. There's no judgment coming from my way, but man, it's no person on earth that has got me through the things that I've been through in my life besides God, man. And I send all praises due to God, and I honor God as well. And I feel like I've been getting even closer to God as well through, this journey, and learning how to be better. Um, you know, I I retire I've retired the N word. I don't really use profanity that much anyway, but I'm retiring profanity too. My journey is just, I'm on a different wave and my vibration is different. Um, I want better. I want to manifest the things that I want. I want to, lean on God and, just go forward. I know that I'm going to have days where it's not going to be all right. But the thing about it is that mental strength, that belief, that prayer, that leaning on God or leaning on the one or two people that's really with you, that's what becomes relief. So that's why I stated in my title, acceptance turns into relief. Because once you accept things, that's the first step. Because you don't have control over anyone. You don't have control over your society. You really only have control over yourself. And your choices, or your choices, good or bad choices, it still would be your choices. So you dictate your outcome. You decide where you want to be. You decide what you want to be. And just because you're in a bad situation doesn't mean that situation is going to stay that way. And I've been through a lot, and there was some dark days that I thought I wasn't going to get through, man. You know, dealing with certain things and dealing with health things, and doctors telling you all kind of things, telling you, you could be paralyzed. I had two devastating injuries in my life that doctors was telling me I'd never be the same, or I would never be able to work out, or maybe I might be paralyzed if I take a surgery. And I lean on God, man, days and nights, to where I have had plenty sleepless nights of almost coming to tears because I thought it was over, but prayer really helped me. And my mother, she's solid, man, and I love my mother. She's been the most loyal woman in my life throughout my whole life. We may have had situations, which everyone does, but my mother's been solid. My grandparents been solid, and I miss them. All of my grandparents is gone, but they were some of the best grandparents you could ever had, and ever have, and I love them. My grandfather, one of the best men I ever encountered in my life. Stood on principles, stood on family values. Was loyal, never cheated on my grandmother. Just was a man's man, leader. When he spoke, you listened. So these are things for me that I really valued, and going forward, man, I'm just every day I'm just trying to grow, trying to be more humble, be more dedicated into my craft with whatever I want to do, and being more dedicated to my businesses. This last couple of weeks, man, I barely been sleeping, just been up 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, maybe sleep for an hour, get back to it. Trying to get back on my workout regime as well, get back into shape, because I was down and out for a year and a half with my back. So thank God that my back is really gotten better. It took a long time, man. It was days I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand. Days I thought, it was over for me, man. But praying, changing your mindset, and being positive truly has helped me. You know, and I just want to say, thankful for that. I'm thankful for my son. My son held me down as well. Been loyal, and I just pride myself on these different things, and I want to be better in life with many different things. But I just wanted to get that message out there to anyone going through it. You're not alone. Trust me, and once you accept things, it will become a relief for you. It will definitely become a relief in understanding situations and not being stuck and thinking one way. Sometimes you got to train your mind to think outside of the box and think other ways, be objective and not just think one way. And the key is to listen. Key is to remove certain situations that's no good in your life. And sometimes you'll have to remove people that you really truly love. And maybe one day things will come back full circle, or maybe you and people reuniting, and it's a possibility. And then maybe it's a possibility that you'll never reunite with them again. If it's meant to be, if it's God's will, it will be God's way. So I firmly believe in manifestation. I believe in energy. So your energy, no matter what, you have to keep pushing and remain in that positive force of energy. And there are days, man, maybe I don't want to pray and I feel down, but I get up and I prayed. I've been praying every day, every day. Every day I pray, read the Bible. Like I said, I don't follow no specific religion, but I follow God and I firmly believe in God. And for me, nobody can change that for me. This is solely what I believe. And as I stated before, everyone is entitled to believe in what they want to believe in. There's no judgment here. I'm not into judging people, not into talking bad about people. Like, as I stated earlier in my other podcast, this podcast and my channel and anything that I'm doing it's about positivity. It's about having real conversations about life, what we can do as a community, what I can do for myself, for my community, and doing what I can. Excuse me. I can't control what everyone else is doing. So, more times for me, I just, I stay to myself, man. And who's with me, who's not with me, who's against me, who's negative, whatever, I just stay away from all of that. More power to all them people, more peace for them. And as I stated previously, I'm on a different wave and vibration, and I just want to be the best man that I can be. I don't want to stay stuck in allowing circumstances and allowing things to take over me to where I have to always maintain that state of mind of, okay, things will be better. It's not going to stay like this. And I'm not going to get on here and try to front and try to think I'm not a faker. So like I said, I go through it and I'm going through it now. I'm still dealing with stuff. And, I'm just thankful that my back is better, much better. I'm able to work out a little bit more and trying to implement this regime every day. And finally rode a bike. Haven't rode a bike since I've been injured. Been like a year and a half, and man, it felt good riding a bike, working out, doing push-ups. It felt really good. So I have these things that I want to do, and I just have to remain in my discipline. And to all them people out there that checks out my videos, you have to do the same. And sometimes people may need a push, a boost, somebody to talk to. Me, my thing is I lean on God, man. I just try to manifest my things, and even when I don't want to do something, I push, and push. So my goal is for me for the next 6 months is to get back in shape, get back a six pack, continue on my vegan stuff. I don't eat meat, so I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I'm just gonna continue on a path and wavelength to get my vibrations up and get my energy up as well. Every day is a new day, and every day is a blessing. So to all my people out there, if you're going through anything, man, stay strong. Love is there. And if you need somebody to talk to, reach out. I say that all my videos and all the information will be there. Follow me on all platforms. My YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share. If you want to be on my podcast as well, you can. It's open. No matter how far I get, I want to stay grounded and humble. Because God truly has blessed me with many different gifts, and I'm thankful. And I know that we're all special to God, and in many ways, some people haven't found their gifts, but we all have a gift. So just because you haven't found yours yet doesn't mean you're not gifted, or doesn't mean you're not special. So love each other, care for one another. And to my peoples, my Black family, man, we got to do better with this family structure. Hold on to your families. Our children need us. Don't think that our children aren't watching, and be the example, be the mentor, be the person that your parents will be proud of, your children will be proud of. Live righteous, and learn how to be responsible in all actions, and listen. That's another thing I pride myself on doing too. Listening, trying to seek information to be better in many different things, and not thinking that you're better than anyone. And to be intelligent is beautiful. I'm glad God has blessed me with intelligence. I'm glad blessed me with knowledge, and seeking knowledge as well, and seeking information and reading. That's another thing I've been getting back into, is reading more. Used to read a lot, and now I'm back into reading books, and honing my craft as well, practicing on my craft every day. I've learned how to edit videos. It's funny, like when you don't know how to do something, and you start off and you start doing it, and you think, damn, this is hard. But after a while, you start to get the hang of it. And then you start to master it, and you continue to master it. You start off not knowing, and you start getting better and better and better and better. So nobody's perfect. And things that I thought I couldn't do, I wind up doing. So I'm thankful for that. And I just want to tell people out there, positivity is not being pushed, but positivity is a beautiful thing. When you surround yourself with positivity and when you think positive. When you think positive, no matter what you're around, it will not destroy your thoughts, man. So you just have to remain in that energy. And I know it's hard because I go through it. It's not easy. It's not easy doing the right thing. It's easy to do the wrong thing, and it's hard to do the right thing. It's hard to be disciplined. It's hard to be these different things because there's so many different entities that's pushing against you. There's so many things that try to turn you away from your energy and what you want. There's so many things that try to destroy you. Even when you're in a relationship, even when you're a parent, family, there's like little things that can be fixed, but because people don't know how to communicate and people don't want to understand from both sides, that's where the clash becomes. And it becomes toxic once you continue to clash. All it is toxic arguments. We live in a demonic time as well. Like there's so many people you see in this, and it's like it's demonic. It's not godly. And that's why for me, and my suggestion to anyone is you got to remove yourself from that type of stuff. And you have to just work on yourself. The best the best thing you can do in life is work on yourself, and your competition, it will always be yourself. Your competition isn't anyone else. It's always yourself. And I've learned that, and I'm not into any competition with anyone. I don't want anything that anybody else has. Not jealous, not envious. I don't worship men. I don't worship anybody. But I follow God. And that's my thing. That's God has blessed me with so many things, and for that I'm forever grateful. And I will always honor God and follow God and put God first in whatever I'm doing, and pray to God that God bless me with these things to go further into standing in my purpose. And when you do that, there's always going to be entities pushing against that. So if you look at it, anything that you have that's loved, right? Or you see you have good relationships and you see these different things and you pushing for something good, believe that there's going to be entities fighting against that. And entities could be your parents, your children, your friends that you never thought would do certain things, your aunts, uncles, people being jealous of you and not wanting you to succeed. So this is why I say you have to be in control over that, because you decide who's around you, you decide who you end up with, you decide what you want to be in life, you decide that, not anyone else. Because somebody tell you that you can't do something, it is not up to them to tell you that. And I've learned that nobody can tell me that I can't do anything that I put my mind to. So I already believed that I'm going to be successful in what I'm doing. I'm already a great poet. I'm already a great artist. I'm already a great man. But can I be better? Yes. Every day I can even be greater. Every day I could be greater in whatever I do. So that's where the humble part comes in. Not arrogant, but confident. Not ignorant, but confident. And standing in what I know that I'm great in. and always trying to be better as time goes on. There's always room to grow in anything. There's always room to grow. So me, I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to think one way. I always want to evolve and grow. So my message to my peoples out there, man, just stay on it, man. If nobody told you that you can do it, I'm telling you can do it. You can do it. You can be anything that you want to be. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody try to destroy your relationships as well. Because like I said, there's always going to be those adversaries, those negative entities, these demonic things coming at you in different ways. You got to stay in tune. And I know it's hard when you against the fire, and I've been there. My story is deep, man. And I think one day I might do like a story on myself, maybe a doc, because maybe my story can help other people's. I'm very private, but I've been through a lot, and plenty of times I didn't think I would be here, and that strength came from somewhere, and it came from God. And through all my trials, through all my life circumstances, even as a child, because when you're a child, you don't have no control. Your parents are the ones in control. The grown-ups around you are the ones in control. But, as a child, I went through things. As a man, I went through things. I made choices that I thought would pan out. The women that I've chosen weren't the right choices for me. Maybe they may be the right choices for someone else, but no knock on none of them, none of those women. Be blessed, For me, I just realized that you make the choices, you make the decision, and you gotta live and push forth. And whether the decisions are good or bad, you can learn from every decision you make out of life. So this is what it is, and people just gotta realize that there's no perfect person. And I realized that what you see on TV, what you see on social media, what you see in people that you even know, it's an illusion. Because when people try to paint this perfect picture, there's nobody on earth that's perfect. No matter if you're a great man or woman, you have flaws. Some people have more qualities than flaws. Some people have more flaws than qualities. But the thing about it is recognizing that you do have flaws, recognizing that people are not going to be perfect, and recognizing that you got to learn how to forgive, which is something that I didn't do before, and that was one of my flaws. And I recognize that I had to work on that, and I've gotten better with that, and I forgive. Prayed about it, learned that you can't hold on to things that's out of your control. Once it happened, it happened. Do you got to deal with those people again? No. But you don't have to hate them. You don't have to hold on to things. You don't have to say, there's been plenty of times, man, I wanted to beat people up, because of certain things that they did. I wanted to take it to that level because some of the things were really harsh and out of nowhere. But I realized that there's no point in that. There's no point in that. And what can you do? So I let it go. I didn't resort into put my hands or, on anybody. I wanted to, if I'm being honest, but I didn't. And I just learned that I did the right thing and I stayed away from people that I knew that it could lead to violence or anything like that. So I got better with that. I learned to be mindful in the situations that I put myself in. And I will always say this, right? Logic beats being emotional every time. Excuse me. When you're too emotional, this goes for especially men. Women are more emotional than men, right? But for men, stay in your logic. And for women, if you can, stay in your logic as well. When you think logically, your mind is better. Your mind, your body, the energy you put out, it's just like a different way. When you're too emotional, you get in your emotions, which I've been a couple times, it takes you out of your element. It takes you out of your character. And it turns you into something that you're not supposed to be. Anger is a weakness. And I've been angry with different things, but that wasn't the way to handle it. See, calmness is how you handle stuff. And for the most part, I've been calm, but there were times I let myself go because I'm like, man, I'm big on respect. I'm big on respect with anyone. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care whatever you got. If you don't respect me, I'm not dealing with you. That goes for family, that goes for my mother, that goes for my children, that goes for any woman that I've dealt with. I'm big on respect. And most times when it comes down to situations that I've been in, it's been about respect because when I come towards people, I'm very respectful. And I was raised upon that cloth. You come in somebody's house, you come in anybody's presence, you say hello, you greet them, you be respectful. Your mannerism shows that you're respectful. You greet people in a certain way and you dish out what you want to receive. And with that, that's lost. That's lost in our community. That's lost amongst men and women. That's lost with children. So for me, that's why I stay to myself most time. And there was days in my life, man, I'm with 100 dudes, 50 dudes, 60 dudes, and we were moving and doing in involving in the music thing. And my uncle was a DJ from New York, or Jamaican, but from New York, and big time in New York in the Bronx with the DJing thing. Shout out to my uncle Mikey Reds. But when we moved, a lot of time we moving with a bunch of us moving with him, or doing different things or doing shows. Shout out to Starliner and Phil Sick with the Pen, Shice Elite. Shout out to all the guys. You know what I mean? So them days is over for me though. I don't move like that no more. I just try to move accordingly and move responsible. And my movement is different. My movement is about bettering the community, bettering myself as a man so I can mentor and be a leader to these young boys and um, protect these young boys, and as long as protecting our little girls as well. But the little girls have more outlets than the boys, but all of them need protection. They all do. So that's the mission I'm on. And I'm actually doing some things, and I'm proud of myself for the stuff that I've been accomplishing. It's little steps. I grew some subscribers on YouTube. It's not a lot, but it's grown little by little. Views are up a little by little. It's not a plethora, a lot yet, but it's growing. and I'm thankful for it. My TikTok videos has grown, as well as some of the videos are a couple of thousand views. So, I've grown some followers on that as well. Instagram, I grew a little bit of following. Twitter, it's kind of hard, but I'm pushing. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm gonna keep pushing this message, and I'm gonna keep pushing what I need to push and where I'm at in my life. So that's my goal is to be productive in our communities, be productive for my kids so they can have a foundation, and I have created a legacy to where I have my own business. This is mine's poetry flow. That's all me, and it's coming. God's showing me that it's coming, and I just want to continue being humble. I want to continue being grounded, and I want to elevate, be more in tune with myself. So every day I'm working on myself, and just trying to be a better me every day. I'm not perfect, and I don't pretend to be perfect, and I don't pretend to have everything together. I'm growing. My business is growing, but it's growing little by little. I thank my mom for the support. I thank you, Mom, for always standing with me. I thank my uncles for being a part of my life and my growth as a man, as a child. They really still with me. All my uncles, from my Uncle Tony, my Uncle Patrick, my Uncle Mike. It's my guy right there. My Uncle Howard, my Uncle Wayne, all of them showed me a piece of different things. So I'm thankful for all of them, of the man that I've become, and my grandfather, Rufus Owens. Rest in peace, man. I love you. You played a part of me being who I am as well. And to my father, without him, I wouldn't be here. Rest in peace to my father Junior. He's a junior to my grandfather, and I thank you all, and I hope you guys are watching over me, and I miss you all. And remember, acceptance turns into relief. So I'm about to get up out of here. To all my peoples out there, be productive over the weekend. Believe in yourself. Be positive. Pray. If you need someone to talk to, my information will be into the description. Reach out. Can have a conversation. If you want to come on the platform, you let me know. I got a very special episode coming up with the fathers. I hope to get a couple women on here so I can interview them, and we can have, great dialogue and a conversation, just an honest conversation. And I'm not biased. I'm not one-sided, but I call it the way I see it. And this is a platform where not only I'm going to hold myself accountable and hold Black men accountable or children accountable, I'm going to hold women accountable. This is not the platform that's going to be, oh yeah, and not saying things and not really talking about the issues. I think there's so many issues that can be talked about, and it all starts with a conversation. This is why years ago I named my podcast Missing Conversation, because conversations are missing, real conversations. And I know there's an agenda with media, social media, and all this stuff, and they pushing these negative images into the music, materialism, money, all the stuff that's really not that important into the betterment of our community. And we're the only ones that can fix our communities. We got to think about our children, and we got to represent them. So shout out to all my peoples that support me. It's very few, but it's thankful. I'm thankful for you. And I just want to say, closing out, be safe, be aware, and be aware of your surroundings, and check your energy, and lean on God and pray to God. God is the key. You can't do anything without God. Put God as the forefront of everything that you got going on. All right. So in closing, peace and love to everyone. I love everyone from the heart and soul, baby. And I want to say this is Missing Conversation, where the conversation is missing. I am True Poet, and I'm out of here. Peace and love to everyone.